Welcome to another episode of Music Therapy. I am John Thewin, a mental health psychotherapist, and today we are listening to y'all's recommendation of The Ill Mind of HOPSIN 7. Let's get right into it and drop a comment of the next song you want me to react to. I love this intro. It's us, mind power. Mentality is one of the most important parts of how we live life. It can determine if you succeed, if you fail, if you become happy, if you become sad or depressed. Mind power is so important to have a strong mentality in your life that can withstand hard times.
Yeah, fuck anybody I might alarm. Life is a tour, I sit and ride along, taking some notes and then I write the songs. I'm staring down the road, my life is gone. Is this where I belong? Is it wrong to not believe in right and wrong? My mental state is fucking me up and I cried upon while asking you for some answers, but we don't have that type of bond. Now my desire's gone, with the way that I've been living lately. If I died right now, you turn the fire on. Sick of this bullshit, niggas call me a sellout, cause I hopped in Christianity so strongly then I fell out. Now I'm avoiding questions like a scared dog with his tail down, feeling so damn humiliated cause they looking at me like I'm hellbound. What's the...
Wow, so he is diving in here, it seems, to his relationship with God, his relationship with Christianity, and how it's changed over time. Because he was mentioning his relationship with God, and he said the relationship isn't there. You know, is it okay that I don't believe in right and wrong? And honestly, that's such a great question, because the world isn't black and white, right or wrong, stupid or smart. It's often in the gray area, in the middle of those two polar opposites. And there are a lot of nuances in this world and a lot of subtleties that make it so unclear. You know, if you think you're absolutely right about something, odds are there's another perspective that could match your logical argument in that.
Story should I tell now? I'll just expose the truth. I'm so close to the fucking edge, I should be close to you. But who the fuck are you? You never show the proof. And I'm only fucking human, yo, what am I supposed to do? Just...
Yeah, so he is diving in here to his deep battles with faith and his uncertainties with something that can't objectively prove itself, and he wants it to, but that's the beauty of faith. You kind of have to take that leap and take that jump, and without the evidence say, hey, I believe, because it does offer some benefits to believe in something higher than yourself. Scientifically, we know that if you believe in a higher power, it could be God, the universe, Buddha, Hinduism, whatever you're into. If you believe in something higher than yourself, you'll have better mental health and a bigger, better sense of community, typically.
The fuck are you? You never show the proof. And I'm only fucking human, yo, what am I supposed to do? There's way too many different religions with vivid descriptions, begging all fucking men and women to listen. I can't even beat my dick without getting convicted. These ain't wicked decisions, I got different intentions. I've been itching to get it, I've been giving assistance, but the whole fucking system is twisted. Now I'm dealing with this backlash because Marcus isn't a Christian, and I've been told that my sinful life is an addiction. But
Wow, so he is throwing it all up in the air. He says, I don't know which religion to believe. There's so many that have great arguments, that have followers, that have faith, but I'm not sure which one. And I feel like a criminal if I don't follow one, because if I beat off, then I instantly become a sinner and then I'm castigated to hell. And so he is really considering all the different possibilities in his religious quest. And I love this metaphor of him traveling the desert, because that's what we're ultimately doing in life. We are out here alone, getting rocked by the sun, by the elements, and we are struggling to find ourselves, to find our faith, to find our purpose. And so many of us, live these comfortable lives, but to be out there in the desert, not surrounded by anyone, these profound questions arise for him. And I love this song so much already.
I can't buy it. It's just too hard to stand beside it. I need an answer, humans can't provide it. I look at the earth, the sun, and I can tell the genius man designed it. It's truly mind-blowing, I can't deny it. Is heaven real? Is it fake? Is it really how I fantasize it? Where's the Holy Ghost at? How long does it take a man to find it? My mind's a non-stop tape playing and I can't rewind it. You gave me the Bible and expect me not to analyze it? I'm frustrated and you provoked it. I'm not reading that motherfucking book because a human wrote it. I have a fucking brain, you should know it.
Wow, so he is saying, I doubt that it is real because I have all these skepticisms and these analytical abilities in my brain to dissect and rip apart certain arguments in the Bible, in the Quran, in the religious text, and say, hey, this wasn't true. And he can take out little sections and say, hey, I recognize that this can't possibly be true, so why should I believe this entire thing? And that is the beauty of faith, is that you have to have the faith overcome the doubt. And right now it seems like his doubt is here and his faith is here. But we'll see how this balances out here, because it's such a powerful quest and depiction he's on here.
You gave it to me to think, to avoid every useless moment. It was a mission that I had to abort, cause humans be lying with such an inaccurate source. It's gonna be hard to put me back on the course. Next Jehovah's Witness to come on my porch, I swear I'm slamming the door. A lot of folks believe it though, but I'm not surprised. Humans are fucking dumb, still thinking that Pac's alive.
I love what he says. Humans lie, we're such an inaccurate source. In courts, human testimony is one of the most unreliable sources of information out there, because people misremember things all the time and they think they see something but they didn't, and so we are objectively an inaccurate source. We cannot trust one person. We have to trust the masses. We have to trust our own experiences, but realize that our feelings aren't facts all the time.
Mission that I had to abort, cause humans be lying with such an inaccurate source. It's gonna be hard to put me back on the course. Next Jehovah's Witness to come on my porch, I swear I'm slamming the door.
He is pissed. He says, next person that tries to recruit me and sell me their religion and spirituality, I am slamming the door. I am done with this noise. I want out. And that is a fair place to be because of his religious traumas, because of his philosophical questions that aren't answered objectively through religion and spirituality.
A lot of folks believe it though, but I'm not surprised. Humans are fucking dumb, still thinking that Pac's alive. I ain't trying to take your legacy and torture down. I'm just saying, I ain't heard shit from the horse's mouth. Just sheep always telling stories of older guys who were notarized like you, and you finally vocalized. Now I'm supposed to bow my head and close my eyes and somehow let the Holy Ghost arise? Sounds like a fucking poltergeist. Show yourself, and the boom is done. Every rumor's gone, I no longer doubt the shit, you're the one. I'll admit that my sinful ways were stupid fun, and all my old habits can hop on top of a roof to plunge. I donate to a charity that could use the funds. Fuck the club instead of bitches, I'd hang with a group of nuns. And everyone I ran into would know what I came to do. I wouldn't take a step unless it was in the name of you. I hate the fact.
Wow, so he is saying that his life was fun dealing with this hedonistic, pleasure-seeking lifestyles, but there is a part of him that says, hey, I wouldn't mind being with a group of nuns, if that means that I could be closer to you, God, that I could have a better relationship with you. And he's kind of contemplating his own life and his choices and maybe some of his regrets and thinking of ways that he can better his relationship with God. And it's not about what you've done. It's not about the sins you've committed. It's about who you are now, who you choose to become. And if you choose to have faith, if you choose to forgive yourself and move forward and live an honest life.
Charity that could use the funds. Fuck the club instead of bitches, I'd hang with a group of nuns. And everyone I ran into would know what I came to do. I wouldn't take a step unless it was in the name of you. I hate the fact that I have to believe you haven't been chatting with me like you did Adam and Eve. And I ain't seen no fucking talking snake unravel from trees with an apple to eat. That shit never happens to me.
I love his analogy here, comparing the snake in Adam and Eve's garden to the temptation of modern society. He's saying, I haven't seen it literally, but it's not a literal thing. It's a figurative thing. And the snake represents temptation, and temptation is ever present throughout human history. Now more than ever, we have so much temptation, whether it's drugs, alcohol, gambling, porn, self-gratification, overindulging in gluttonous food, for instance. All of those things represent temptation. And he says, I haven't seen the literal snake, but he is embodying all the other temptations that he has succumbed to in his life.
And I ain't seen no fucking talking snake unravel from trees with an apple to eat. That shit never happens to me. I don't know if you do it, don't exist. It's driving me crazy, send your condolences. This is me reaching to you, so don't forget. If hell is truly a pit of fire and I get thrown in it, I'ma probably regret the fact that I ever wrote this shit. My gut feeling says it's all fake. I hate to say it, but fuck it, shit, I done lost faith. This isn't a small phase, my perspectives all changed. My thoughts just keep picking shit apart all day.
And this is something we see with thinkers. People who are overly analytical and hypercognitive struggle to reduce the volume on their thoughts. And he is coming at religion, and I'm sure all parts of his life, being a super cerebral, cognitive person, and without those cognitive answers back, he's not going to fully believe it. And that's fair enough. I mean, we each have our own ability to have faith and our abilities to be skeptical, and it's wonderful that we have the skeptics and we have the believers and everyone in between.
My perspectives all changed, my thoughts just keep picking shit apart all day. And in my mind I make perfect sense. If you aren't real, then all my prayers aren't worth a cent. That will mean that I can just make up what my purpose is, and I can sit in church and just say fuck in the services. Man, what if Jesus was a facade? Then that would mean the government's God. I feel like they've been brainwashing us with a lot, so much that we don't even notice that we're stuck in the box, man.
Wow, yeah, so especially now more than ever is people with power, people with influence have this ability to control the masses and engage in this sort of mass crowd control of sedating people through media, through food, through drugs, through porn. All of these things are sedatives for the general population to live silent, obedient lives. And that is such a fantastic question to ask ourselves, is like, are we living a life that's aligned with our values and what we want to do with our life, or are we giving in and being pushed around wherever social forces take us?
And everything is what if. Why is it always what if? Planet Earth, what if? The universe, what if? My sacrifice, what if? My afterlife, what if? Every fucking thing that deals with you is fucking suspect. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. This is my fucking life and I'm living it. I'm having fun. If you really care for me, prove that I need to live carefully. But I'll be damned if I put my own pleasure aside for an afterlife that isn't even guaranteed.
Wow, so you can hear his rage in his voice and his exhaustion from battling his own thoughts regarding religiosity and spirituality. He is fed up. He says, nothing's guaranteed except for right now, and I'm going to live a life that is good to me. And if that involves pleasure, then so be it. At least I'm having fun in the moment. And one fun fact about pleasure-seeking behavior is the longer we can postpone instant gratification, the higher our reward will be. So as counterintuitive as that sounds, the more we can push off, like eating a Cinnabon in the morning or taking that dopamine, the more restraint will build, and the more happy we will typically be, which is fascinating. So for instance, if you have someone who is overindulging all the time, then that's going to lead to a self-deprecating, hedonistic lifestyle sooner or later. And we see this all the time in addiction. And that's why it becomes so important to not give in to our desires instantly, because our desires will lead us down a dark road.
We are you, and you're us. Stop playing games. My life's all I got, and heaven is all in my brain. And when I feel I'm in hell, my ideas are what get me through pain. Do as you please, and I'll just do me. I'm a human, I'll stay in my lane.
Wow, I love that line. He says,
and when I feel I'm in hell, my ideas are what get me through pain.
Yeah, so that makes me think part of him wants to believe, right? Is that when I'm in hell, when I'm suffering, and I'm in agony, I want to believe in something higher than myself to get me through a tough time. And I'm curious what ideas that HOPSIN has that gets him through these tough times. Is it religion? Is it something else? Is it meditation? I mean, his ideas absolutely can help him get through pain. There's a great book by Viktor Frankl, A Man's Search for Meaning, and he talks about how if a man has a purpose and a meaning in his life, that he can get through anything. And I'm curious what ideas HOPSIN gets through pain with.
Do as you please, and not just do me. I'm a human, I'll stay in my lane. Ill mind. It's us, mind, power.
I'm noticing in the beginning how he was limping more drastically than he is now. Maybe he feels empowered that he has said his spiel to God, that now he's walking more empowered. I'm curious how you interpret it. Drop your interpretation in the comments. I'd love to hear it.
Live life, mind, power. It's us, mind, power. Live life, mind, power.
I love how it's slow panning away from him and showing just really how alone he is and how he feels in his own mind, dealing with this faith or no faith perspective with God. And it shows how long and arduous his journey has been. Wow, what an incredible song by HOPSIN. His ability to put his faith into words and his skepticism into this beautiful song is so powerful. I think it's human to doubt. It's human to have skepticism. And it's also human to have faith and believe in something higher than yourself. And yeah, what an incredible artist. I love that metaphorical music video as well. He's such an incredibly talented artist. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment your next song request down below. I'll get to them as soon as I can. And I look forward to seeing you in the next music therapy episode.